I had the thought today of why most people consider weight loss as being miserable. It's interesting to think about because as you go through the timeline of what happens with weight loss and why people lose weight and why they don't, you start to realize that a lot of the things that are associated with weight loss have to do with being miserable. What do I mean by that? Well, you're cutting out, most people think that they have to cut out everything that they love in order to actually achieve the weight loss for themselves in the first place. So now imagine this. You set yourself up to fail right off the bat. You're like, hey, I'm gonna lose some weight. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut out all my carbs. I'm gonna do low carbs. I heard you could do it. And you lasted for like 3-4 weeks, and then everybody else is having fun around you eating carbs and you're miserable. In your mind, you're starting to equate weight loss as you being miserable and not being in a place where you can actually enjoy yourself. The same thing goes for people who are over-exercising, right? You're over-exercising all the time, and you're hoping and expecting that if you're over-exercising will lead to greater results, and it doesn't, and you're miserable. Why? Because you're having to put so much strain and stress on your body, thinking and hoping and praying and wishing that the stress that you're putting in that would actually equate to something that's going to be more beneficial to you. And so all of a sudden you're in this world around where everything you're doing you don't like, and you're miserable about it, and you're not happy. I get the question to me all the time where people will say, hey Luke, well, can I eat this? And my first response is, yes you can. Why wouldn't you be able to? Well, I've heard that it's bad in the past, and one thing I always start to say is that, well, if it's working for you, why would you get rid of it? Like if there's something that you really enjoy and that you like, and I think that's where the world has gone to. It's demonized food. It's demonized a lot of things to where all of a sudden it's bad for you to have it. It's bad, it's bad, it's bad, it's bad. And so in your mindset, it goes into weight loss is this is bad, and you identify with deprivation, starvation, being miserable, hungry, ornery, yelling, you're sleeping, you're sweating all the time, you're having to do all this laundry. Do you get what I'm going with this? Do you see why most people consider weight loss as this miserable journey? When really, let me just put it this way. When you identify the root causes, not the symptoms, when you identify the root causes of why you gain weight in the first place, and more likely it's going to be a deficiency or some type of hormonal imbalance that started it in the first place from your lifestyle choices, then you realize once you make those adjustments and make those shifts, you actually start to see the weight fall off. And you don't do a lot of work. A lot of my clients who actually do it the right way, they get to me and they say, you know what, Luke, here's what's crazy, is I didn't do anything and I lost 10 pounds. I'm like, yes, that's true. You didn't do anything, you lost 10 pounds. Doesn't that feel good? Yes, because in the previous, for you to lose 10 pounds, it took you half your life. You had to sell all your pantry, sell everything that was in the store. You had to give up everything in order to achieve this one goal. And the cost for you was way too much. You're like, dude, it changes my lifestyle, I can't hang out with my friends. And so there's this dilemma. And the dilemma is I can't have my goal and have the thing. And let me beg to differ. I think you can have both. I think you can enjoy food. You can lose weight in a healthy way. You don't have to restrict yourself. And you get back to a place where some of the foods that you love to eat on an ongoing basis, you can learn to incorporate them into your lifestyle. Well, moderation, whatever you want to call it. I just think it's actually just hacking your lifestyle. It's like, hey, I want this, and I'm going to learn how to have it inside my life. If you like drinking alcohol, there's ways to do it. You like eating carbs, there's ways to do it. You like eating sweets, there's ways to do it. Don't bend or try to create a program or a plan based off of someone else's goals or success, because that's not you, that's not your lifestyle. And I see that happen all too many times. So many people get on this weight loss journey and it worked for one of their friends and it doesn't really work for them and their lifestyle and their family. So, hey friend, hope this helps. Tag someone who needs to hear this message. I'll see you on Friday. One love, peace.